Hello, I'm Amy Blumendahl. I'm a certified prenatal and postpartum fitness coach. I'm going to be taking you through a return to strength workout. It's designed in supersets. It's going to be total body, 30-second intervals. Equipment today is maybe a couple of sets of dumbbells or just body weight today is great too. Today's workout is designed for 8 weeks postpartum or after that. As always, we need to have medical provider clearance before we start working out postpartum. That 8-week mark is a great time to start integrating added resistance back into your workouts. And so we want to be mindful of any symptoms that happen and really slowly take it step by step. All right, let's head into a nice warm up here. We're gonna start by just doing a couple breathing exercises here. Just bring those hands up to the rib cage and inhale, feel those hands expand into that side body. Exhale, little light connection to that pelvic floor and core. Inhale into that side body. We want to avoid inhaling into the chest or out into the belly. So we want to distribute that pressure nice and evenly. One more. And exhale. All right, let's do a march, so reach and pull. As we start to add movement to this, you can really integrate that breath strategy to make sure that pressure is managed through that core canister. And it also promotes some really great coordination of that pelvic floor and really secures that connection. Good, we're reaching and pulling here, maybe a little bit of a torso twist, elbow to knee, or in the direction doesn't actually have to meet. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going into some squats here. Push those hips back. Just keep the upper body nice and tall. Whatever range of motion feels good here. Again, exhale, light lift through that pelvic floor. Light connection to that core as you come up out of that squat. Another great strategy to try as we add resistance is to exhale through that whole motion. So inhale up here, exhale through that whole squat. Different breath strategies work for different folks, so try and do what feels best for you. One more squat here. Let's go a little bit wider. Add some left to right movement. Shift it left and right. Push your hips back. Get a nice stretch on that inner leg. Just a couple minutes here of warm up to keep it short and sweet. If you feel like you need a little bit longer warm up, just hit pause and come back when you're ready. One more left to right. Bring it back up. We're gonna do some hinges here, so push those hips back. Keep those knees mostly straight, maybe a slight bend. Get a nice stretch through those glutes and hamstrings, warming those up. Feet are maybe shoulder width or maybe hip width, maybe a little bit narrower. One more. And hamstring curl to finish it out here. Reach and pull forward and back horizontally with those arms, warming up chest and back. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a quick drink of water if you need it. We have our first superset here. You can start out with just body weight, depends on how you're feeling postpartum. So if you feel like body weight's more appropriate for you, go ahead and stick with that. Otherwise, a light pair of dumbbells or maybe a moderate pair of dumbbells. We're gonna reverse lunge, pulse once, come back up. We'll switch legs each time. We got 30 seconds, 2 intervals. I'll show you the second one when we get to it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Reverse lunge and pulse. Maybe you want to add a couple more pulses, especially if you're body weight. That's a great way to add challenge without resistance. Stay nice and tall through that upper body. Hinge forward more if you want more glute activation. Stay more upright if you want more quad dominant movement. And again, practicing that breath strategy. Inhale down, exhale, lift up and light connection to the core. Here's 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna do an incline push up. So if you have a bench, step, or chair nearby, coffee table, all of that works. Let's take a step back and push up. 3, 2, 1, lower and lift. I like to give myself a little bit wider stance at my feet, more stability. Again, really be mindful of that core connection here. We don't want to send a ton of pressure down that midline. Inhale down, exhale up. Try to really exhale and inhale into that side body, those lats. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Take a little break here. We're doing that superset 2 more times through. So reverse lunge pulse and push-ups. If you don't have a chair or bench or step and you need to go down to the floor, I suggest going down to your knees for now until that core system can manage that pressure really effectively, and then you can come up and incline it as you get stronger. But especially early on in postpartum, 8 weeks or so, we really want to be mindful of that core pressure that we're sending it forward and out. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of weight. We got 5 seconds here, reverse lunge pulse. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We want train track stance, not balance beam. Full extension up top, so we don't want to still be bent at the hips up here. Full extension, but don't go past neutral. Nice and slow and controlled here on a 30-second interval. We're maybe getting 8 reps or so total, maybe 10. On a scale of 1 to 10 effort level, maybe a 6 or 7. Here's 3, 2, 1. Incline push up. We're working towards getting a little bit more effort and more challenge, but at 8 weeks, it's definitely a step-by-step slow process. Here we go. Inhale down, exhale up. So you can definitely customize as you return to strength workouts. Range of motion might be different than pre-pregnancy. How much you're lifting is definitely going to be different. But remember, it's a process, it's a journey. You'll get there, but it's safer and worth it to go slow. We want to really be mindful at the beginning to add intensity later. Here's 3, 2, 1. Being really mindful of that pelvic floor and core health is going to be really benefit you later on. Taking it slow now and really getting that connection automated so you don't have to think about it later on when you are challenging yourself a little bit more. All right, if round 1 and 2 went really well, maybe add a little bit of weight as well to this last 3rd round just to see what it feels like. You can always take more breaks in between reps, 10 seconds. Or you can definitely switch out weights in the middle too if you feel like it was too much. Here's 3, 2, 1, reverse lunge pulse, final round of this one. Nice job. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups last time. I'll leave these ones on the floor. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Taking it nice and slow and controlled here. We got 10 seconds to go. Nice job. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. We're going into our second superset. We're going to be doing a Romanian deadlift and a supported row. Romanian deadlift, maybe a couple pairs of dumbbells, but again, you can do body weight here if you're not ready to add resistance. That's going to be definitely very individual. So we're pushing those hips back just like in warm up, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings, pulling our upper body back up. And then our row is going to be here, but we're going to add support in front of us, a chair, a ledge, a wall, something that'll help us with that low back pressure. All right, 5 seconds here, RDL, Romanian Deadlift in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Dumbbells come right alongside the legs to about knee or maybe top of the shin. Back is neutral, pushing those hips back like you're pushing a door closed. Inhale down, exhale, lift through the pelvic floor. Light connection to that core, into that side body. Nice job. Here's 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna get rid of one of my dumbbells. All right, find a bent over position, something in front of you to support, and we're gonna lift and lower. Here we go, half on each side. You can definitely do this without the added support, but as soon as you feel like that low back is getting fatigued or there's too much pressure, add in that support. Squeeze. Awesome job. We're gonna switch in 3, 2, 1. You can also split your stance if that feels better, opposite arm and leg. Inhale down, exhale up, nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick break. Again, if you need more rest between these intervals, just press pause, come back to it when you're ready. Romanian deadlift is next. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Set it up. We're about hip width stance here. Here's 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice job. Some things to be mindful of as you start to add resistance in this 8 to 16, 20 week postpartum phase is feelings of heaviness in that pelvic floor, leaking. Symptoms like that are signs that you're going too heavy too fast. Here's 3, 2, 1. So be mindful of those. Definitely visit a pelvic floor PT. 3, 2, 1. If you do feel those symptoms. Nice job. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Really great to strengthen that back body. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last break for this superset. You're doing awesome, team. 20-minute workouts can be a really great way to start integrating more formal workouts into your daily life as a new parent or as a parent of more than one for the first time. A lot of times time is the biggest barrier. All right, let's set it up. Romanian deadlift, last one. So 20 minutes to me has always felt so doable. 3, 2, 1. Not intimidating. Doesn't feel like it takes up a whole lot of your morning or afternoon or evening. And depending on how they're designed, you definitely feel very accomplished. Ten seconds here to finish our Romanian deadlift. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Supported row. Final time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, team. Last time. Inhale down. Exhale up. 1 or 2 more on this side. 3, 2, 1. Switch. and control. Nice job. 1 or 2 counts both directions. Here's 3, 2, 1. Whew, nice job. Little break here. We're going into our final superset. Again, 3 times through. We're going into a classic squat here. Pushing those hips back. And then we're going to be doing a half kneel single arm press. So press it up, lower it down. One side at a time for half of the interval. So you can do body weight squat here, or you can add some resistance. I like to hold a single dumbbell goblet style, but you can definitely front rack 2 dumbbells. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Stance is up to you here, whatever feels best. I like to go a little bit wider, maybe shoulder width with my toes out slightly. Knees follow where your toes point. Really dig into the floor with that midfoot / heel. Pushing those hips back. Again, range of motion, however far down feels best for you right now. It might be shallow to get started, especially if you're adding resistance for the first time. Maybe sitting back to about 90 or even less. Here's 3, 2, 1. I'm switching out my dumbbell here for half kneel press. My back toe is curled under. Here we go, dumbbell at the shoulder, press it up. So half kneel or even seated here can really help with that pressure going out into the midline, especially if we still have a diastasis, which is totally normal postpartum. A lot of times just time is going to help heal that. Switch sides. But we do want to be mindful of sending extra pressure out into the front of the midline. So this keeps the rib cage kind of tucked under, keeping that half kneel position. Here's 3, 2, 1. Take a break. But even with the diastasis, there's no reason to avoid movements like that, but we want to be smart about how we do them and how we distribute pressure. All right, choose your weight for second round, squats. You have 15 seconds. Again, effort level, maybe that's 6 to 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard you feel like your muscles are working. In this early stage of adding back weights, 3, 2, 1. We don't want to be super high effort level quite yet. Just like anything, start slow, gradually progress. 15 seconds to go. Nice work, team. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half kneel press. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Elbow out or in, whatever feels best on that shoulder. Press it up, lower it down, controlled. Maybe a slightly in front of our body. 4, 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Again, a hand on the rib cage might give you a little bit of physical feedback as to what that rib cage is doing and how you can adjust. If you feel it kind of pushing out, that's kind of what we need to adjust. Here's 3, 2, 1. Third and final round to finish out our workout. Coming up next. All right, final set of squats here. 10 seconds. Set it up. 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Awesome job, team. Yes, look at those squats, you got it. 15 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find that half kneel position. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We also don't want to kind of lean over to one side. Everything nice and neutral. Engage the core lightly, lightly zipping up and lifting through that pelvic floor on that exhale. 3, 2, 1. If you feel like you can't control that rib thrust, or you feel a lot of pressure going outwards or down into the pelvic floor, decrease that weight. Find a weight that you can control it, and then slowly add to that. 3, 2, 1. All right, weights to the side, cooling down here. Roll through those shoulders. Awesome job. Integrating those resistances. Rolling through those shoulders here. Awesome job today. Slowly integrating strength training back in can be difficult, and it might feel like it's really slow going, but that is okay. Go back to your hands to hips and hip circles. Slow is definitely fast when it comes to postpartum recovery and return to fitness. And so while it probably feels like it's going really slowly, it's going to be definitely the most beneficial and the right way to do it for you to be able to return to the things you want to do later on. Reverse direction. Whether that's lifting heavy or jumping or what have you, slow is fast. And trust the process. Center it out, hamstring. Push the heel to the floor in front of you, pull the toes up, sink your hips back, feel that nice stretch on the back of the leg, up into that glute. And switch. And release, bring those arms behind, interlace the fingers, drop the hands down, and then lift up, feel that stretch in that front of the shoulder and chest, much needed stress. A much needed stretch for anybody who's feeding baby, regardless of how you're feeding them, sitting and kind of a hunched over position like cradling baby definitely warrants a chest opener. And release. Last big stretch, full body. Inhale into the side body. And exhale, release down. That was the 8-week postpartum return to strength training workout. Thank you so much for pressing play and working out with me today. If you have any other postpartum fitness questions, go ahead and use that comment box below. Hit like on the video and share it out to any other postpartum friends you might have. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time.